Hey everybody, it's Dan Sfera at www.theclinicaltrialsguru.com. Just really quick, wanted to get this off my chest. I've seen a handful of blogs on clinical trials, and they're created by CROs, which are companies that conduct studies. And so, obviously they're kind of somewhat slanted towards highlighting the benefits of joining studies. And I'll start off with what I do like about them without getting into any names, because there's a handful of them. What I do like about them is they're making a noble attempt and a good effort at kind of explaining the clinical trials process to the general public. There's nothing out there really, so any type of attempt at this point is really good, and it's actually much needed. We can't be the only ones at the Clinical Trials Guru supplying content. I mean, that's ridiculous. Our reach, at this point at least, is somewhat limited. So, some of these larger organizations that are doing it, I applaud them for that. They're doing a good job, and they're making a good attempt. However, these do not appear to be actual blogs that get updated every day. They appear to be like websites designed to look like blogs, but they're really static. They're not trying to engage with you. They're trying to get you to sign up for a study if you're interested, and of course, it's only their studies. They're not sending you to like clinicaltrials.gov or clinicalconnection.com. They're sending you to like their studies. So, it's kind of slanted towards just highlighting the benefits. They do a good job. More work needs to be done as far as demystifying the subject of clinical trials. So you got to applaud them for that. However, these are static sites. They're not meant to interact with you. They're not meant to engage you. They're meant. It's the old one-way communication where they're broadcasting the message and you're just taking it in. And if you want to interact with it, I mean, you can join a study. I guess that's their way of having you interact with them. I do like some of their videos. They have some patient testimonials of people who have joined studies. And of course, they highlight the good aspects of the studies. Okay, that's what I like. Now, here's what I don't like. They have doctors on there and use big words. I believe someone used the word like ad hoc. And I mean, supposedly I'm a clinical trial guru, and I have a hard time kind of understanding what that word means. Never mind someone who's never done a study, doesn't know too much about this industry, and he or she's gonna look at this video and say, this guy's talking down to me already. I mean, there's a sense of teacher and pupil, and with our website, theclinicaltrialsguru.com, we really welcome engaging with you. We're going to have people who have done studies talk about why they've done them, how their experience was, how much they got paid, what kind of procedures they had to do. And then we're also going to have some people highlight some of the negative aspects of doing studies, which is missing. But it can't just be all good, like some of these other sites will have you believe. So using these big words just kind of confuse people a little more, kind of makes them want to turn it off. I mean, a message can't be good if it's factual but not functional. So, you can throw out these huge words, $20 words at people, and yeah, they're factual. No one's going to argue with you on that, but they're not practical. No one will understand what you're talking about. Therefore, the message is kind of lost in translation. We're trying to change that. We're trying to really demystify the process of clinical trials. Don and I really believe it's important, and we're going to get a lot of different people to share their experiences. And we call this the Clinical Trials Guru. I mean, we're not claiming to be gurus and know-it-alls. We want to interact with all of you. So whoever's sharing or posting or sharing their thoughts or past experiences with all of us, they're the gurus for that day or for that 5 minutes. So we're not trying to talk down to anybody. We're going to try to keep it 100% real, authentic, just like I'd be talking to you if we met face to face. I'm not going to throw out medical terminology at you unless you're an industry professional. But this blog that we have is aimed at people interested in studies that don't know much about it, or study coordinators who want to learn more for training purposes. So we're going to try to stay free of medical jargon and industry-specific words because no one's going to understand what we're talking about. And like I said, they could be factual, but it doesn't mean that it's practical. So if the message gets lost in that jargon, it's just like it's useless. So I like the blogs or the websites. They're not blogs. I like the websites that are out there. At least you're making an attempt to get the information out, but you need to do a better job. And we're gonna try to step our game up too, and just interact more with you guys. And if you have questions, get at us. We're not hard to find. We're not, it's not like we're trying to hide. We're on Facebook, Twitter, www.theclinicaltrialsguru.com, and interact with us. If you want to share something with everyone, let us know. And if you have a question, we can try to answer it, or we'll find someone to answer it, because I'm not a guru. I don't know it all. Like, someone asked me a question the other day on ADHD, so I went out and got a psychiatrist to answer a question because he knows more about that than I do. But we're just trying to create a platform where everyone can kind of engage in dialogue and share information and maybe help demystify this topic, because there's nothing out there. And like I said, the other sites that are out there, good attempt. At least it's a start. But just putting a one-way communication stream where it's you telling us what we need to hear and then that's it, is it's not gonna work. So anyways, would love to hear your comments and questions on this topic. www.theclinicaltrialsguru.com. Thanks again.